topic is about CloudFormation versus ElasticBeanstalk and use cases. Who have used either CloudFormation or ElasticBeanstalk already? Today I will start from a high-level view from the developer's perspective. So first about self-introduction. My name is Chutaku. People call me Wayland. Wayland is my English name. And I'm the CEO and founder of Mobingi. This company is founded 3 years ago in Japan. Personally, for myself, I've been 10 years as a programmer, and I've been living in Japan since 2015. Then I call myself a 3-star programmer because the maximum is 10 stars. So I'm not really a good programmer, but I love programming. About myself, I love izakaya, and I cannot speak Japanese. 日本語は居酒屋語だけ。生ビール2つ。鶏皮塩で。とりあえず。まだ勉強します。About Mobingi, we provide a service called Application Lifecycle Management, short for ARM. It's kind of popular around the world right now. It integrated Docker container technology. It's going to be open source soon, 2 months later. So start today's topic. First, we'll talk about CloudFormation. So what is CloudFormation? Personally, I started to use CloudFormation since 2012. It's been 5 years, CloudFormation user. And I deployed over 1,000 stacks on CloudFormation over the past 5 years. Actually, in AWS account per region, there is a limit of 20 stacks maximum that you can create. So after create, you have to delete and recreate again, or you raise your limit to like for me, I have a limit of 500 stacks. I send a request to AWS. Sometimes create a CloudFormation stack takes up to 1 hour. Depends on your complexity of your stack. For example, if you have a multi-AZ relational database deployment, if you have 3 different AZs web layer, it could be take up to 1 hour. Depends on the dependencies. So we'll go over to CloudFormation. What is CloudFormation? CloudFormation basically just a template, just a piece of code. It's writing in either JSON or YAML. Describes the resource you want to create on AWS. CloudFormation is on AWS only. There are several parameters, but the most important one are, let's start from bottom to the top. It's called outputs. Outputs are the information you want to know after you created the CloudFormation. For example, IP address of your EC2 instance, the DNS name of your load balancer. Resources is the place where we define what we want to create on AWS. For example, we want to create a server, we want to create a VPC, we want to create security groups, we want to create a NoSQL database. That's where you define your resources. And the parameters are, for example, if you have an EC2 server, which server type, T2 micro or M3 medium or C4.x large. That's where you define your parameters. So as simple as that. But when you started, also AWS provides a visual editor, visual designer, helps you to organize the template. It's pretty powerful, but personally, I do not suggest this. It's pretty laggy and very slow if you deploy a complex system. But what basically it does is it transforms your visual design into the template again. So basically, it's still a template. If you want to master the CloudFormation, you have to start with writing your own template. So from an infrastructure level point of view, what can CloudFormation do for us? On the bottom layer, we have AWS IaaS layer, and on top of that, we have compute, which is EC2, networking, VPC, we have storage. Above that, we have application services such as SMS, SES, Lambda, if you can call it application service. Then CloudFormation, what it does is it creates these resources for you. Instead, you create by yourself separately. So by defining the template we saw before, it creates these resources simultaneously at the same time. So that is CloudFormation's can help us. So here is the sample template. Okay, you see it? The sample template creates a single EC2 server with a key pack by CloudFormation. So the template has several parameters. Here is the called parameter. Here is called resource. Here is called the output we saw before. On this layer, the parameters, the first level of the key of each section is customizable. You can define whatever you want. For example, let's say resources, EC2 instance, or you can call EC2 server, or whatever you want. These key names are you define by yourself. But you better define some easy to recognize name, because later on you're gonna reference this name in another part of the template. For example, you define, I want to create an EC2 instance, instance type, T2 micro. But this can be changed every time you deploy a new stack. So we put this into parameter section. Then in the resource section, you don't need to change this part every time you deploy. You just reference the same parameter from the same value from the parameters key. These parts, under each name, there are type. These types are AWS resource type is fixed. You can change. For example, for key pair, it's called AWS double EC2 double key pair double key name, or EC2 double instance. Those resource types we have to check AWS documentation, so we can just guess. Each resource, each name has their unique resource name. Under the properties of each resource, these parameters are defined by AWS. So what basically we do when we write CloudFormation template, we go to AWS documentation, we copy the sample example stack template, and we customize, we change it. So nobody can write from scratch from zero. So basically that is a CloudFormation template. I have after the presentation, I will upload the deck to Slideshare, so you can download the template that you want. Last part is the outputs. For example, this output, this is outputting the public IP, public DNS name. For example, this very long DNS name provided by Amazon. Okay. So in short, let's summarize. The template consists of many different parts, but the most important part was our parameters, resources, and outputs. And AWS template format versions always 2010, 09, 09. It hasn't been changed since the beginning of CloudFormation. So the other parts are also very important if you really want to deploy CloudFormation in your production environment. But we won't dive into this part today. But beyond that, there are some functions called condition intrinsic functions, which you can use inside of this template. So this transforms the template into a programming language. For example, and could be one instance and another instance. So you can program that. Right. Let's go over to Beanstalk. So a screenshot of ElasticBeanstalk. ElasticBeanstalk provides you a UI. Before the CloudFormation, there's no UI for you. Beanstalk has a UI. It's very simple, straightforward. Drop-down box, select which programming language, which platform you want to deploy. Then you hit the next button. Then Beanstalk will create an environment for you. It's very simple, straightforward. We go back to CloudFormation. What CloudFormation does is it creates the resources for you. How about Beanstalk? What do you think Beanstalk will do? So actually, Beanstalk creates a CloudFormation template behind it. And then CloudFormation creates the necessary resources. So next time if you create an application on ElasticBeanstalk, then you go over to your CloudFormation console. You will see there's a stack created on your CloudFormation console. It's a hidden, without AWS without telling you about this. But CloudFormation is free, so it's okay. But remember there's 20 stacks maximum per account per region. Beanstalk provides several UI for configurations, so you can live change your how many instance type. You can change your update deployments options, monitor your health, either deploy or not deploying this CPS, load balancer. Every action you do from here, behind the scene, it changes, updates CloudFormation template. So basically, it's still CloudFormation. It just adds another layer for simplify your infrastructure deployment. monitoring by default is provided. It's actually aggregating the data from CloudWatch. It provides you another window for viewing your ElasticBeanstalk's performance. They give you some activities. What's going on in your stack? Actually, you can compare this as all actions taken by CloudFormation. About logs, you can require logs, request logs, like last 100 lines or the full log. After request, 1 minute or a couple minutes later, it will be pop up here so you can download your logs. Most important part we care about is how to deploy code, how to deploy our application. On Beanstalk, they provide two ways, either from UI or through command line. On the UI, it's simple and straightforward. You zip your code, like Node.js or PHP, you zip it and you upload in the UI. The UI will upload to S3, then ElasticBeanstalk will automate how to move, copy the code from S3 to EC2, your EC2 servers. Or we can do EB deploy, command line tools. EB deploy also deploys to S3, then does the same thing by ElasticBeanstalk. What's interesting about here is Beanstalk deploys to servers very slow. It takes sometimes 2 minutes, 4 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes if you have large deployment, 10 servers. They do rolling updates, but it's, I'm not sure yet. Maybe they're switching their VM, they switch your VM, starting from downloading the AN line, then copy the code to do the AN again. That's why it takes so much time. Right. So in the comparison about CloudFormation and ElasticBeanstalk, from interface, CloudFormation is code-based. Beanstalk basically is UI-based. From application environment level, CloudFormation doesn't provide any application environment. No OS, no programming language. It just creates a pure EC2 server for you. Beanstalk adds that layer. It provides you a Node.js environment, Python environment. About layer level, definition of layer is CloudFormation deploys help you to provision resource only, your server resources. Where ElasticBeanstalk helps you to deploy your actual application, where you don't need to care about the underlying the infrastructure resources, servers, load balancers. CloudFormation is targeting for low-level engineers. We have to manually configure a complex infrastructure, where Beanstalk is targeting for high-level developers, where we don't care the backend server's complexity. We just have a code we ship to the server. We want the URL to be ready in a short time. That's a different target by Beanstalk and CloudFormation. And difficulty, of course, CloudFormation is very difficult if you want to use it as a production environment, where Beanstalk is pretty easy. However, Beanstalk is not very flexible. I will talk more about this in the next slide. Right. So how about other clouds? Before we just talk about AWS, Beanstalk and CloudFormation are all AWS services. On Microsoft Azure, they have resource manager template similar to CloudFormation. App service similar to ElasticBeanstalk. On GCP, they have Cloud Deployment Manager similar to CloudFormation. And App Engine, yeah, it's pretty famous, similar to ElasticBeanstalk. Similar usage case. Other clouds such as SPCloud, our sponsor today. SPCloud by default, it doesn't have CF or ED related services yet, but third-party tools can help you to deploy to SPCloud. Before Melissa introduced Terraform and Rancher, also Mobiin also does the same thing. I have a little bit introduction about ARM. Terraform is like CloudFormation. It provisions the resources. Rancher orchestrator platform. Our first session, next session, Shingo-san will talk about Rancher services. Mobiin is a CloudFormation plus Elastic. So we combine two layers together. So let's talk about use cases. First use case, pretty simple, straightforward. If you want to deploy an ArrayMP, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP application, it could be a WordPress, a Drupal, or just a simple website, which one would you use? Of course, Beanstalk is pretty easy, straightforward. It helps you to manage all of the required environments for you. In 5 minutes, you can deploy WordPress. It's lightning fast. just general configuration. It doesn't require frequent update. So Beanstalk is good at this kind of usage. Also for EK servers, even big load applications also can be deployed to Beanstalk. We see one of my friends, they are running more than 50 web servers, EK servers and web servers on ElasticBeanstalk are doing pretty good for 2 years, very stable. However, the update time, when you update your code, it takes a lot of time if you update 50 servers together. A second case, in this case, we want to deploy a multi-AZ load balanced stack with extra secure layer. Or what I mean, if in a production environment, your company requires you to deploy a new VPC, a customized gateway access control list with a public subnet for your EC2 web server, private subnet for your RDS server, and you only want to open Union-san Hachiju into the ports to your security group and allow ping. Then you want to deploy your EC2 web servers to 3 AZs. But these kind of things cannot be done by ElasticBeanstalk. There's no options for you to do that. However, in CloudFormation, it's okay. You can do that. Or you can do manually, create VPC by yourself first, and then create the network gateway route tables, configure subnet security groups. That take a lot of time. If you want to deploy a similar application once more, you have to individually configure everything again. So that's why AWS came up with CloudFormation idea. Here's a sample template which creates this complicated environment. If you are interested, you can download it. I'll also provide a link in MasterCloud.jp website for you to download later on. So, recent years, it's been popular saying infrastructure as code, right? Infrastructure as code, CloudFormation is infrastructure as code. What is infrastructure as code? I am from an applications point of view. The first thing we need to do is configure our environment, our infrastructure, networking, storage, compute, right? This part is infra provision. Then you want to configure a bit about your operating system, your software environment. Combined together, we write a code to automatically deploy these resources. We call it infrastructure as code. It's been very popular for 3-4 years. However, recently, more advanced idea came out. It's called application automation, which combines infrastructure as code, also help you to deploy your code. So after you declared your infrastructure, how do you run your code? That's another challenge. Then people came up with this idea, how about we combine everything together that you can code. Then it came up to the final ultimate solution, which is called application lifecycle automation. Lifecycle is starting from infrastructure provisioning to configuration, to code deploy and run, then to your monitoring secure. By meaning monitoring secure, if you want to scale your servers up or down, you have to do this lifecycle again and again. And every time you have to upload your code and download your environment again. So from a top layer point of view, the best way or the smartest way is to automate the whole lifecycle together. Maybe we call lifecycle as code. But the formal language is called application lifecycle management. So that's whole thing. The third use case, this is Mobiin Group, our company's use case. We deploy Alibaba Cloud, SV Cloud, similar to Terraform. Moisan introduced before. Just write a simple script, JSON-based or YAML-based. First, we declare the vendor. It could be AWS, could be Alibaba, it could be other clouds as well. We are still developing. And in the configuration part, different from Terraform, there are 2 layers provided by Mobiin. The first layer is provision. Provision is this layer, provision. Then the pink layer is called application layer. Defines what kind of application you want to run. It's actually Docker based. Which GitHub repository should the server download your code and configure your code and run your environment. And in the last, it helps you automate deploy and run your application without any extra human interaction. Then after that, provides the UI for you to monitor and secure. You can do a drag and drop live update of your servers, your environment settings, everything. So that's it. If you are interested, you can join our Slack channel for Mobility community. And also thanks for MasterCloud and SBCloud. Sorry, I can only speak English now, but I really want to study and speak Japanese in the future of my sessions. But I really welcome you to communicate with me after the session during the meetup. Please talk with me. お願いします。ありがとうございます。